all start. Cool, let's do it. Hello.
Hello.
That was a great timing. It was like I literally, as soon as I unmuted you, were like, ugh.
Yeah, it was
It was a great time. It was a great time. But hey, welcome back. It's been like what? How many years since I've actually had you like collab or just be on a stream?
I think it's been a year.
Yeah.
I am actually going on 3 years as a VTuber.
Oh.
I think 3 years. It says, according to Twitch, January, even though it was November when I started. So,
well, I think
whatever.
I think I stopped playing with you when I was on YouTube, right? When I was doing YouTube stuff.
Yeah, when you were still doing YouTube back and forth.
Like I'm trying to get back to doing that, but I've been so busy with my new job. It's so difficult.
Pretty much just mass uploading everything lately, and it's doing okay. My YouTube's kind of slowly taking off.
Okay, let's go.
It's
do it.
It's doing things.
It's doing things. I will definitely say that you've been when I first met you, you were the Oni librarian. And you've gotten quite a bit of different models, different like looks to like make you. Like some of them, I'm like, oh, that looks really cool. Some of them, I'm like, okay. Then like as it goes on, I was like, oh.
Going through the gender identity crisis we usually all go through.
I hear you.
And then I went down the pre-made VTuber rabbit hole, and then I kept running into the issue of either A, the person who owns the model is a terrible person, a transphobe, or something like that, and I would just get told, hey, you're trans, you're no longer allowed to use my model.
Freaking, that's lame. Like, it shouldn't matter.
Cool, but they own the copyright, so like when you make you buy a pre-made, which they were like $10 or so each, thankfully they were cheap, but they can tell you at any time a cease and desist.
Yeah, see
and
that?
If you continue using it, it's breaking a copyright law.
Well, at least get your money back.
Yeah, I got all of my money back.
Better, at least got your money back.
If you're gonna force me to stop doing it, I can do this as discrimination, and they would always just send me my money back.
Yeah, just send your money back because literally, what the frick, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Well, sorry that you've been dealing with that. Luckily, I think we got to a pretty good model to get you started.
This one, I've got a pretty good setup. The only things I've really changed with her was his eyes recently, and that was about it.
Alright, no worries. Well, you know what? I'm very grateful to see where you came from, and I hope that you enjoy this interview because this is a lot different than when you were first on there. Like, I was in a very bright room with a janky PNG of Tokyo behind me, you know.
Oh yeah, I remember all of that. And then it looks like you've upgraded your camera quite a bit.
Right, everything's all nice.
It's a lot less fuzzy.
Yeah, less fuzzy, a lot better quality. I actually bought this all nice little stage thing, so it's all nice and fancy. So far, too many people have made fun of my couch that you're sitting on, so watch out for that.
The interview couch?
Yeah, my interview couch, yeah.
I know reasons on why they could be getting interesting about it.
Yeah, no. So far, I'm running jokes on that couch, and I also have running jokes on, apparently I can't afford anything because the rent here is so expensive that I can only afford this setup, and it's really nice view behind you, but I don't have a door for you coming in. I just have a hole in the wall. And
that makes sense. I believe it.
And then if you look forward, see chat, you don't see this, but you see all the good stuff. But if you look forward past the cameras, it's just white plaster everywhere. It's nothing.
You just see the rafters.
Yeah, I sleep on the floor. I would sleep on the couch, but again, I got that couch. Well, no, see, okay, you have to fight a lot of people for that couch because a lot of people love that couch. But the main thing is that I got that used from a store.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure a lot of people wouldn't mind sharing with you. Yeah, I bet. But I got that couch used from a store. I don't know what kind of store they do, but the sign says XXX, so I'm guessing they're a very interesting store. They told me that they'll sell me a really good deal on this used couch. And apparently the special feature is that if you put a black light over it, it turns white, which I thought was kind of cool feature, right?
Oh yes, the
That's
color
cool.
changing couch.
Yeah, right. The color changing couch. I thought that was really cool. So I got a sweet deal out of it. But I was advised not to sleep on it. So
Fair.
yeah.
Fair.
But yeah, you can share it with everyone else. Yeah, go for it. But yeah, no, it's really cool. It's really cool to see you. I've been telling everyone my story on how like I first got started streaming, and like doing VTube collabs and doing all this kind of stuff. That was because when I first started streaming, I did like a year or two into it, and then I felt okay. I should reach out to people and collab. That's what you do. As you get your audience by yourself, and you get like kind of good quality new content, you want to reach out, and meet up with different people. But unfortunately, all these other flesh tubers like myself, all of them didn't want to interact with me. They all just like,
Yeah,
oh, you know. What?
Like I was one before VTubing. They don't want to talk to
They
anyone.
don't. They don't.
They really don't.
They don't like collabing with you. Like, unless you have bigger numbers, then they like to collab with you. So
Yep.
I had a hard time trying to find people to collab with, and I don't remember where or how I found you, but like we hit it off like super quickly. It was really fun. It was a really good time. I think
It
we
was a
played.
VTubing introduction post.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah.
was doing one trying to find VTubers and stuff and streamers just when I was trying to reach out to try to pull in the normal streamers.
Uh-huh. And then I just was
You were
like,
the only normal streamer to reply.
I was like, hi, hi.
Everyone else was like, ew, hi.
I know. And I'm just over there, hi.
Yeah.
I like Onis. I'm a weeb. I think this is cool. So I thought that was fun. I thought that was a lot of fun. But yeah, and then I think we were playing like Monster Hunter, or we were playing like The Forest or something. What were you playing? We were playing something. What were we
Back
playing?
then,
Play
it's
something.
probably the Forest, the
Yeah.
original Forest, and honestly, maybe Monster Hunter World.
Something like that.
Because
Yeah.
I was really into World.
Yeah.
Still am. World's good.
World's good. World's
I've been
good.
playing Rise a lot lately. Rise
Rise
is
really
okay.
fun. Yeah, I got you. I like Rise. Rise is fun. And then at the end of the stream, we were just chatting. Like we were wrapping up our stream, collab stream, and I just started asking you questions. And I think if I remember correctly, you were like, "Hey, you're pretty good at this. Maybe you should do a talk show, like an interview talk show, and interview some VTubers come on a show." And I was like, "You know what? You're right. We should totally do something."
It's done pretty well for you, actually.
Right? I've been doing this for 3 years now. I've been having all these crazy amount of guests. All of them are amazing and lovely. Some of them have been kind of a hit and miss. I still love them, but let's just say I didn't post their VODs for obvious reasons. But
Yeah,
other than that,
that's
you know,
fair.
but you can't have every interview go out without hits, especially because I reach out to everyone. Like I reached out to everyone. Like my goal was to interview every single VTuber out there, everyone, all of them. I'll try my best, and I've gotten quite a bit. I did lose some videos though. I looked through my YouTube list, and I feel like I'm missing some videos on some of the VTubers I've interviewed in the past. So I might have to like reach into my like hard drive, like my portable hard drive, which I stored all of them on, and see if I can repost them. And also I
That's
need
smart.
to, and then I need to change the thumbnails because the thumbnails are really old too. Like you saw my newest thumbnail. I need to get that changed to
the
that.
latest one.
Yeah, I think that was really good. I love it because so every single VTuber I've come up with and talked to has all left a mark on my quality of content, and they have helped me kind of get better as a content creator. You know, with like the questions I ask, the way I ask it, the setup, the thumbnails, the just the different things. Like it's so cool, and I just want to say, you're sitting on the seat right now. I want to thank you for all of it because without you, I probably wouldn't be doing this. So I want to reach out and say thank you so much for doing this for me. Freaking awesome. Freaking
I
awesome.
appreciate that.
Of course. I just want you to know that like you made like a huge difference in like my life, and I still consider you as a really great friend.
Oh yeah, same. It's just life has been crazy.
Trust me, like
It's awful. Like,
I'm so sorry you've been dealing with so much stress. I wish I could help you out with more, and you can always reach out to talk to me, man. You can always do that.
yeah, I gotta get better at that. I've been awful at reaching out to people.
Yeah,
I
do
used to be
it.
so much better at it, and then the chaos in the VTuber community has made it really hard to tell who's not. Like, because a good 80% of the friends I have made turned out to be snakes.
I'm sorry to
Which
deal
is
with that.
awful to say, but it's true.
I
Either
like.
I got bigger than them and they left, or they didn't agree with anything gender-wise and they just left.
It's so weird. I don't know. It's so weird.
But they would like make very vague posts with information about me, and I was like, bro, can you please not?
Can you not, please? No, that's weird. That's
Like,
weird.
If you want to talk about me, just tag me.
Same.
I will gladly retweet your drama and make stuff off of it.
I know. For me, like that's like
It is what it is.
I don't really get into a lot of drama. Like really,
I
like
avoid it because it's just
luckily no one really like for how long I've been doing this for and how like tucked in this rabbit hole of VTubers I'm in. I don't really get into a lot of the drama with it. I guess it's because I'm not one of you guys.
it's a lot smaller than it is than people make it out to be. But like because so many people of the inner circle will talk about it, it gets flooded in Twitter. So it's like all you'll see in the VTuber rabbit hole if you go down that certain path. But it's like a good 2%.
I guess my rabbit hole is like, oh, new model. That looks so cool.
Yeah.
Want to come on my show?
Yeah.
And then if they say nothing, I'm like, oh, cool, awesome. I'm moving on. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Like I usually
I have a few friends that have stuck around that you'd probably jump on this
I
kind
think
of stuff.
yeah, no, like again, just DM me, like, and DM me,
Yeah,
and I will pull you. Just literally, just DM me, like, have them DM me. You can DM me the names. I'll reach out to them and stuff like that. Like, I'm more than happy to have lists because my entire show has been going on this long, all based on the fact that I just reached out to people and said, "Hey, would you like to come on my show?" You know, until people stop doing that, I'll just keep going.
Yeah, that's essentially how it goes. Like I used to do, like before this, I used to do an interview and then like people just didn't want to do it. And then we had a group, it was like multiple do it similar to this, and it was just like we struggled with certain things mostly because we all talk over each other.
Yep, that's why it's easier to do one-on-ones. One-on-ones is really easy.
That's what I learned real quick.
The one-on-ones is like I've done 2-on-ones, but the only time I've ever done that is with your official interview I've ever done with your other friend. Can't remember her name was, but I remember it was like an Aqua Dragon or something like that, Ice Dragon, something like that. And then I had another person. Yeah.
I remember her.
that sounds like
that's a can of worms.
I didn't think it was that stressful.
No, it's not stressful.
It's crazy. It's crazy to look back on like people you have collabed with and people you have interacted with. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
I miss them.
Like, do you remember Cookie? Remember
Cookie,
that one? Yeah.
Cookie's cool.
Yeah, I dated her. I don't know if you knew that, but I was dating her the whole time.
You did.
Yeah, I
Like,
did
y'all
date
were
her.
hanging out, but...
Yeah, I dated her. I met her in person, anything like that. But then that drama came from me with her, you know? One, she didn't want to, like, release the fact that we were dating for almost the entire year of us dating. And near the end of it, she just stopped wanting to, like, hang out, and she seemed super disinterested in me and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I ended it with her, and literally a week later, she announced she was dating someone else. So...
That's fucked.
Yeah. So
that's fucked.
Yeah.
No, that's like the quickest way. If you don't want me to announce we're thing, I'm fine with it. Like within the first month, you'd be like, well, let's see if we don't announce it, then like fall apart.
Like I was. I was super open.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, like there was a lot of red flags with her. To be honest, there was a lot of red flags with her. But like to be honest, I was like the kind of person like, hey, we can make it through. If you have issues, I have issues. Let's work through them. You know, because I'm in that age where like I want serious relationships. I don't want flings. I don't want just one night stands. I want things that like if I'm
Exactly.
getting a relationship with you, I want it to be a long-term relationship. So if I saw flaws, I'm like, okay, no worries. Well, as long as you work through them, and we'll get through it. You know, everything's good. But
I mean, that's the reason I'm with my current partner for
yeah.
what is it, like 7, 8 years now?
Yeah. Also, by the
Yeah,
way,
we
hi. I remember you.
in the background.
I know. I know. I heard her. I heard her a couple times. But yeah, I want to say hi. Remember me?
Tricko says hi.
I'm the flesh tuber.
A flash tuber.
Fresh
But yeah, no,
tuber.
yeah, 7 years.
7 years.
years.
Well, congratulations. 7 years is very long. So yeah,
Yeah.
keep up the amazingness. Keep up the amazingness. But yeah, no, like it's just like that's the only drama I feel like that you might have seen me in. No
I didn't
one
see too
else
much
really.
of it because like it never reached my circle.
Yeah. Then the other drama I dealt with was like I can talk about this because one, this is the anniversary stream, so I can talk about like
Yeah.
my like stream like kind of stuff that. So this is like a really good video for people to like, oh snap, that happened, and like my thoughts on it. The other time that we had a really stressful situation is that it was one of my first biggest collabs where we were going to play Delta Room. Do you remember
Oh, I
that
remember
one?
that
Yeah, I
one.
was supposed to do a Delta
Like
Room
you were
one.
doing the whole big old voice acting thing.
Yeah.
And then it stopped suddenly.
Yeah, you
and
want
I
to know
didn't see
how?
why.
Okay, so I met up with a whole bunch of different VTubers, and they all like had different voices, different styles, and everything like that. And I wanted to set up a collab where we meet up each and every week, and we do voices, and we play Deltarune. I never played Deltarune. Someone who was my guest really loves Deltarune, and I was like, cool. How about we do a voice kind of thing? You like voicing Deltarune, you like playing Deltarune. Let me get some friends who also like to voice, and we'll get something together. Well, apparently, there was a lot of say-so streamers and a lot of non-say-so streamers
Oh,
mixed
no.
in, and when they were voicing some of the characters, they were very lewd, and that made a lot of the people from the say-so community very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable, yeah.
Yeah, especially because we gave like the goat mommy, like the mommy voice. It made her very sexualized, and a lot of people from the Seiso community was really offended by it because they loved Deltarune. They loved doing that kind of stuff. So when there was characters doing that, they just didn't like the VTuber at all. And so when the clap ended, she expressed all her frustration, all her uncomfortableness to the entire group, and she was pretty much saying like you should not sexualize these characters. And I'm over here like, we don't have to. They do it all on their own. like
Yeah,
that is a
the
thing.
other thing is, even the creator did it to the character.
Well, yeah,
Like,
no.
If you look at the way the toning is for her and a lot of the characters, you can tell which ones are supposed to be voiced that way.
Oh yeah,
Comes
100%.
from someone who writes stuff.
Yeah,
Lots of
like
stuff.
she like again, no shame on her. She's totally
no
on.
shame to
She,
them at
there
all.
was no one in the wrong. If anyone was in the wrong, it was just me combining two separate communities together and not thinking of like, oh snap.
Improper communication.
Yeah, that's all I would take the blame on. So we literally stopped that right off the bat. And I haven't really said
There's
the
no
thing.
point continuing it and being like, yeah, maybe we could get no.
Just no.
I've been in groups like that where like all of us didn't get along or stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm dead set in the middle. I can go either way, but like,
well, I've always been the kind of person that like I can like match your energy. You know, like if you're really hyper, really excited, then like yeah, I can do that too. If you're like down to earth and chill, kind of like where we are right now, then I can vibe with you guys, just chill. You know, as someone who does like content creation like us, we are good at knowing what to do and how to like make content for each other. So like the people who are stuck in their ways and they don't want to change, those are the people that are usually gonna fall off. Speaking of which, those two people that I mentioned that had those the drama, I don't see them stream anymore. So it's like, oh okay.
Nope.
So,
It's that's usually most people or like friends come to me. They're like, "How did you?" Because I've been a content creator for probably 5 years. 2, 3 of it was this one, and then like before that, I was a music creator. Like I did live shows, I did stuff like that. And people were like, "How do you continue doing it?" I was like, "You have to adapt.
Yeah, adapt, and
Like,
you also
do
had to
not
be.
adapt. You're dead. Just don't even start. Like, if you refuse to adapt, don't start.
Oh
End
yeah.
of story."
Also,
Like,
you
I
had
know
to
that's one of your
be.
questions too. I can go more into it
We will. We
on
will.
that question,
We're
but
kind,
yeah,
we're
it's just
kind of
like
just we're kind of just going crazy. I'm kind of waiting until more people jump in before we go too
that is
ham.
fair.
But like
But
right
yeah, no,
now, we're
it's
just
just
having
like,
fun.
please adapt. Like, that's the biggest thing. And for the love of God, do stuff you enjoy. Don't copy.
Yes.
Copy others, yes.
Yes.
Like, if someone you see is doing something that's really good and you think you would enjoy it, then do it. But don't. That's why I don't play shooters.
Oh yeah, no,
Shooters are
100%.
not my. I love shooters. I hate the community. I turn
Yeah.
into a toxic, horrible person.
Well,
Which
like
people want to see for some reason, and I was like, y'all do not want to see the shit that
you
comes out of my
not, you
mouth.
not. That was kind
I
of me
will
with League of Legends.
I will cancel myself because I get too angry and I don't pay attention to what I say.
No, 100%. Like I actually, that's a good example. This is another VTuber who I used to play with a lot, but like I don't know, she
Mhm.
kind of like she like stopped like supporting. You know, when you collab with someone, it's a two-way street. You guys are helping
It
each other
is.
out. Well, whenever I collabed with her, it was just mostly just all on her, and like
Mhm.
all that she wants to do is just like support herself. And so
I've
I
been in
felt
those
like,
collabs.
yeah,
I just leave. I will
yeah,
literally leave midstream. Just tell my chat like, "Hey guys, we're gonna go do something solo," and which is bad. Like, I don't do it anymore. I just DM the person to be like, "Hey," and come up with something, and then I will go live shortly
like
after.
she's still a friend, and I'll still like randomly check in on her every now and then just to see how she does.
Yeah.
But I remember in the beginning, she asked me like tips and tricks on how to like get up there, and like why is her content not getting as big as it is. And I was like, well, you got to adapt. You have to like do things that other streamers are doing. You know, you have to jump on trends, do all this kind of stuff. It's a lot of work. And she's like, I don't have time. Like, yeah, but that's kind of what you have to do. If you don't want to get out of this rut that you're just stuck in, you have to do this. Yeah, it sucks because you don't have time, but unfortunately, that's the way to do it. And I gave her this website where she can see what's popular to stream at certain times, and she took that too hard. She took that too religiously.
I was given that site early on, and it
Yeah.
it literally obliterated me in the beginning
Oh,
because
yeah.
it was all games I didn't care for.
Yeah, but
And
the point,
Can't fake it.
which
I cannot fake enjoyment.
which is true, you shouldn't, and you never do. And the video and that website is not designed to just to chase the most popular game. The design is, hey, I want to play games. Let me see how it's doing. Oh snap, this game is not doing so well. Maybe I shouldn't play that game. But it doesn't mean that you should jump on the most popular game and play that. You just see the kind of games you like that is popular to stream and be like, oh, I can play that. Oh, I can do that. Oh, I can do that. And then you do it off that. You plan your streams based off of what is popular, not the most popular, and you don't stream the least popular. You know, you don't go for the top to the lowest. You just find what games you enjoy doing and seeing what time zones and time brackets and tags to use when you stream those games. So like she took it super hard and she actually crashed pretty harshly, and then finally she did a stream saying that I'm gonna go back to my normal thing. I want to play games that I enjoy. I'm like, that was my point. I was telling you to just play the games you enjoy. I wasn't trying to make you stream things you don't want to enjoy. That was never my intention. My intention was
like,
to
I use Twitch as built-in now because it'll tell you how many active viewers, how much does it divide between average, like, and I've started dividing up my days for those games. And it's doubled my viewership.
No, that's how you do it.
15s, but like it's doubled.
No, and you're doing great. You're doing amazing. You're definitely hitting it off very well, very well. Keep it up, keep it up. You got this, you got this. And then you still break your neck every now and then.
Yeah, I still do that because I I'm drinking water. I just drink.
That happens when you drink water. Your neck is.
More, by the way. Right.
I love it. Go, enough drama spewing, enough rekindling. Let's get into some of the OG questions and try and see how we can get into some of those. So, are you ready to get this lovely stream started? Yes, you ready? Good.
I am ready.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I was just nodding. I forget that he tracks pretty well.
He does track pretty well, and that's why I saw it. But I was like, is he
I'm
nodding?
very proud of this model. He took his base besides the outfit probably 2 days. of tweaking.
Ooh. Yeah, I like it.
Fun.
It's bad
Then I'm
fun.
about to redo it all over again.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, go for it. Enjoy it. Have fun. Do the things you like to do. I think that's cool. Cool. First question. Why and when did you get started streaming?
So mostly it started off just wanting to show off games and wanting to show off like RPGs and stuff that I was into, because just I like really long story games.
Hello,
Hello,
Star.
Star.
This is the most flirtiest frog you've ever seen. He always flirts with me every single time I see him.
Good.
They always flirt with me every time I see them.
And then it evolved into just like now, as like, especially when I entered VTubing, expression of myself. I can show off my inner self. Hi, Legate.
Hello.
That's my nickname from Legate. That's what they call me.
Legate.
And that it's just a self-expression thing. Like if you've noticed lately, like I'm always crapping out like a new outfit for him, just because it's fun to play dress up.
Go for it.
But that's why it's like I also like just talking to people, and I love meeting new people, and streaming has really brought that. Like I met most of my friends through streaming.
Ooh.
That's that. And then when was like back VTubing 2.5, almost 3 years ago, around November, December is when I officially started. I think I hit affiliate in like January that year or something like that. And that's when I did YouTube streams back in like the early like 2010s.
Back when Twitch was like, oh, here's the new one coming. Oh, fun.
Yeah, when it's just like, ooh, because I did mostly like game reviews. I did builds for MMOs, did all kinds of stuff like that. I was pretty popular back in the day, but that's because the stuff was popular back in the day.
Nah, I still think you're pretty popular today. I think you're pretty cool. I think you're pretty cool. I
might start redoing them, but it's just like none of the games I play. I think anyone would want to hear me go super in depth in them, especially like right now it's 14.
I don't. It depends. You probably get a community, and don't worry about being late. You guys can jump in whenever you can. And thank you, Star, for the flirting of the amazing. I always appreciate it. It makes me feel special about myself. But I don't know. I think it depends on your community, and I feel like you are the best of the kind of people that likes to communicate with the community the most. And you can ask them like, hey, what do you want to see? Do you want to see me go in depth with like 14 or something like that, or do you want me to do something else? And I'm pretty sure they will love to see it.
Yeah, every time I ask them like, hey, I want to do this kind of content, like I didn't think Monster Hunter Rise would be popular with them, but I just really wanted to play it because I started playing World again with a friend on Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, yes, please. We want to see you destroy monsters. And I'm like, okay. And then I just like complain about the weapons on Rise because I don't like how simplistic the game has gotten. Granted, I'm using defender weapons, so I just one-shot things.
That's all you do. I just like the bow. I like the bow, and I like the gun.
I want to try it as solo.
The bow and guns.
This playthrough is the first solo Monster Hunter because I always play co-op.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. As a
member,
member,
the longsword so far.
Ooh, the longsword is fun. The weeb in me enjoys it too.
Spamming Sakura / just kills everything.
Love it.
But it's so boring.
As a while, yes, that makes sense. As a member of the community, it is truly an awesome community. Aw, look at that. Aww.
I appreciate that, Legate. That means a lot.
I like
I'm very self-conscious.
Well, you shouldn't be. You're freaking amazing, and you should enjoy how awesome you are. And everyone will agree.
I love my community. They are great, and they're lovable little dorks.
They're lovable little dorks. I love it. That's so cool. Cool. Second question. What do you like the most about being a Vtuber gamer?
The most is how much I can like express myself and create content, create stuff like that, and just the community is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing is the expression. Like I can express myself through different outfits. I can just all kinds of expression. Really, in general, is my favorite thing about being a VTuber gamer. That, and I don't have to wear pants and stuff like that. I can be as comfortable as I want.
That is the best. That is best. 100%.
Right? It's like you don't know what I'm wearing.
You don't know what I'm wearing. I could be wearing slippers. Oh. Or I could be wearing no slippers.
Scandalous.
Hello, Dark Master Muzan, one of my old school, long-time viewers over here. Yes, it's been 3 years.
Oh yeah, they were here when I was started.
Remember? You remember?
Yeah, I was like, they've been here
for a while, right? I don't see you in a lot of my streams anymore, only because you've been so busy. But I always love seeing you. I always love seeing it. When I see the first on there, it's like, oh, OG.
Yeah. Oh, I had to go through and clean out like my founder badges because you can do that.
Oh, okay.
Because there's people that that don't talk to me or we've fallen out, and I was like, yeah, let me free that up for some people. And it starts auto giving it to people who subscribe, and I just keep cleaning it.
That's cool. I might have to try and learn how to do that. That'd be kind of cool.
It's easy. I'll show you how to do it.
It'll be cool. But there's definitely some people that
it.
don't need those tags anymore. Well, yeah, no, I like the fact that you have a great community who will love to see you stream something that you want to do, and you don't have to worry about like falling off, you know.
Yeah, which is good.
I like that. It's a good thing. It's a good feeling. All right. So I love this question. You're the first person to ask this question with, so I'm gonna see if this answer has been different. This happy 3 anniversary. Happy 3 anniversary! I love it.
I can't believe it's been 3 years.
3 years, right? 3 years. We started around. Is that I don't know if this is the exact day. I stopped keeping track, but
that is so fair.
Yeah,
so valid.
But when you said that you wanted to come on my show again, I was like, we haven't seen each other in a long time. Let's make it an anniversary.
No, I was like, I'm gonna ask because I was like, worst case scenario, Tricky goes, nah, I don't re-interview, which is fair.
Why? Like, I want to interview everyone.
I feel you should reach out like to each person you have interviewed and be like, hey, it's been such and such since we did the interview. Do you want to do a re-interview? Because especially with VTubers, we change so often. So I might do that. Actually. That's a good idea. Last time I listened to you, this happened, so I think I could probably do that. Cool. Okay. Hey, I like it. Well, hey, again, thank you for coming to my show. So I think this will work out. Oh yeah.
But this question I love to ask because it actually does get a lot of people thinking, and that is, what do you bring to the VTube community that helps you stand out a little bit?
Honestly, I'm very open-minded. So, which is sad. The VTuber community is very closed-minded or very flip-floppy, or that's just a nicer way of saying two-faced. I'm just trying to phrase it so I don't sound like an asshole. But very open-minded, very much like, hey, this is how I think, this is how I feel, but I'm not gonna like shut you down for your opinion. Like others, like if I make a post and people are like, oh, I don't agree with your opinion, it sucks. But this is my opinion. Cool, let's discuss it. Most VTubers, God forbid you have a different opinion than them, they don't like it. Or if they put a post and they're like, oh, I think this is terrible. And you're like, well, I think it's great. Oh, you're terrible. Okay, thanks for your conversation.
Yeah, it's like
really
pretty jeez.
That's common across content creators in general, just because of the way humans work. But
yeah.
And the other thing I bring to the community besides that is there's not a lot of RPG streamers who do big stuff. Besides, like, some of the big streamers have started doing, like, Cinder, Sins, a lot of Vsojo has been doing a lot of RPGs. But most people don't touch them because they're long. And streaming long games don't work.
It depends. It depends on the situation. It's like some people, like, it's difficult to be a content creator nowadays because so many people are content creators, and most people who watch very specific content creators already have people to watch. Like for me, I love watching. I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. I started playing Dead by Daylight at the beginning of this year. I really enjoy it. there's really only one person I like to watch who actually streams Dead by Daylight, and he's been going on for a very long time. That's Spooky Loops. He's really cool. I like his content.
Oh yeah.
But there's really no reason for me to go out and watch other people play because he does all the content he's supposed to. So how difficult would it be to be an all Dead by Daylight community person? You know, like how would you be a content creator unless you do something different and add a little nuance to it? And even then, it would be hard to get noticed. So it's really
like,
difficult.
People are like, "Oh, you should be a niche streamer." It's like, no,
just watch out.
Do not. My biggest thing is don't be niche.
Yeah.
Have a niche, like, hey, in your content, have like a main type of content, but please do variety stuff, because you'll bring people into it, and then they'll be like, "Oh, this is their actual main content," and then they might stick around.
That's why that's what I feel like this helps out immensely for doing kind of stuff like that, because it gives people like this kind of idea of like, oh hey, this is what he does. He does VTuber interviews, but I also do like variety stuff on the side, which makes people like, oh, let me try. I kind of like his style. Let's see how it is, and that's how some people stick around. Like Star.
Exactly.
That's how it is. You bring them in with the amazingness, and they stay for the awesomeness. That works.
Exactly.
That makes sense. So for your community, do you have any plans for any games you like to stream for next year?
There's a few games I've never played that I want to get a hold of. Like, I've never once played the Super Mario RPG.
Oh.
Ever.
Oh, wow.
I've never owned it. And then, like, I'm about to start playing Persona. I've never played Persona.
I love Persona. Persona's so good.
We're doing Persona 5.
So good.
I've owned it since I've owned my PS5, and I played like 10 minutes of it, and then just got distracted.
That makes sense. But that's a good game. It's a really good game to stream, and really good game just to have fun.
And I'm planning to start up a retro series of where I go through childhood games.
Nice.
I'm going through Twilight Princess right now, again for it. That's fun. It runs like poop, but it's fun.
Well, actually, I'm doing the exact same thing. I just haven't had time to do it because my new job that I'm working at. I don't work at GameStop, by the way. I don't work at GameStop anymore.
Yeah, I saw you moved away from them.
I moved away.
Good and bad.
Like,
yeah, they're stable, but they pay bad depending on where you're at.
So actually, the opposite. So they're not stable anymore. They've been making a lot of cuts. They already cut 401k from a lot of the people.
Ooh,
they cut hours. They're cutting jobs. They've cut benefits. They're doing a lot of terrible things right now. And when a company, when you go to a manager conference and they go like, "Hey, our top priority is profit over everything else," you know that's not a good thing.
I've had companies I've worked for, and they've all like literally fallen apart.
Yeah,
like
so
one company that I left that was like, "We're for profit," and I'm like,
ooh, yeah,
okay.
that's a red flag. It's a red flag. Yeah. So I left, but I didn't leave because I wanted to leave. I left because I was kind of forced to, because the place I was living in, my hometown, was too expensive, and I wanted to buy a house. I really wanted to buy a house because GameStop did pay pretty well for my situation, but I wanted to be able to buy a house. But none of the houses in my hometown was affordable enough to be able to own it, and like they had rent up to like $1,800 a month for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. So definitely couldn't afford trying to save for my house.
That's more than I pay for my house.
Exactly, right?
3-bedroom, 1-bath, and
right?
Rent's just now being raised to $1,000.
Exactly, like freaking
like,
one. That's
hell?
Insane. That's insane. Your rent is just $1,000. That's insane for a mortgage.
It's still expensive, but.
But yeah, my hometown was really expensive. So I found out that when my father's friends is selling her house over in a town 4 hours away, and was like, "Hey, you want to buy this house?" I was like, "Hell yeah, it's affordable." I now pay for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, front yard, backyard, and a garage for $1,600 a month.
That's not bad.
A lot better. Yeah, exactly, a lot better, right? So because of that, I moved over here. Now I asked GameStop. I was like, "Hey, can you give me a transfer? I want to go move in my house," and they were like, "We'll try." That was in March. Months go down, and I couldn't afford rent, obviously, because I was buying a house. So I had to leave my apartment complex and live with my brother for a little bit, which lived about 30 minutes away from my hometown. And I was like, "Okay, GameStop, can I get that transfer now? And they're like, oh, we'll figure it out. So I was like, okay, well, now I had to put a due date because I do not want to just keep sitting in my brother's like side room for the entire time me living there just so I can work at this
Yeah.
job, which again slowly has been getting worse and they've been taking a lot of things away. So I started training my assistant to take over, and I wanted to go to like a manager conference to see how it is. And I went to manager conference. It was terrible, the worst manager conference ever. And then I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna dip. And then last second, they're like, hey, so we can transfer you to an assistant manager with like only $20 $21 an hour for 35 hours a week. It's like, no.
No, that won't
Like,
pay. That'll barely
no.
pay rent. That's
Yeah,
like what I. That's about what I was making at my job,
exactly.
and I was just like, not even a manager.
Yeah, no, like I was like, really? That's the best you can do? Really? No, I'm out. Peace. Because during that time, I needed to look for another job just in case GameStop couldn't transfer me.
Yeah.
So I reached out, and at first I was going to work at Raytheon because I had a lot of friends I had a lot of my father's friends and the family members who worked at Raytheon, so they could give me insider. But because of my years of retail experience, management experience, and my college degree in psychology, they couldn't get me in because I was overqualified for the entry level positions.
Every
Apparently.
job I've recently applied to is like, you're overqualified because I have a bunch of IT certificates and a bunch of like, I have a 3D modeling degree, I have a basic nursing degree, I have a basic, like, I have a bunch of little trade school things. They're like, yeah, you're just too qualified. And I was like a manager at Best Buy for 3 years.
Like,
And they're like, oops, too qualified. And I was like, why? Because you can't offer me pay? I said, I'll take $20 for a manager.
Yeah,
I'll
just give me-
undercut my worth.
I just
And
need-
they're like, we
Nah.
pay our managers 25, but that we think that's too much at Best Buy when I try to like reapply. And I was like,
freaking.
what do you mean?
So I don't like how the market goes, but luckily, another company, I won't say what company is, but another company reached out to me and says, hey, we would love to take you because of your college degree and your retail experience. The job I work at is a complete opposite from GameStop. One, they don't prioritize profit; they prioritize customer service. And two,
Yeah, that's how mine is.
And two, they do not go by stocks. They don't have any stocks with them. So they are not driven by the stock profits of that company to try and satisfy investors. All that money goes back into the company, which goes back into our employees, which I'm making way more than I've ever had. I live in a town that's a lot cheaper, and I'm paying less for my house. I'm a lot better now. A lot better off. Pretty good.
Yeah, I should be going back to my old position soon for similar. And I asked for a pay raise because I was like, yo, my health is ass and I really need a pay raise to pay these medical bills.
Please give me muns. I need muns. Yeah, no, agree.
Yeah. They're like, they're trying to at least, because I had resigned due to health reasons. And then the worst part is they're trying to figure out how. It was like a month ago that I resigned, and they were like, "Yeah, but HR won't answer if we can rehire me or not, even though that's how resignation works."
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
Like, and my boss is like, "Well, I'll be out of town for a week, and I have not get a reply." And I'm like, "I don't have any income.
I need muns. I need 2
I
muns.
have no money.
I need the muns."
I was supposed to restart tomorrow, and it's who knows when it is." And I'm just like, "Bro, please."
That's insane. I'm so sorry. I hope it gets taken care of. I hope you get
right now, thankfully, like people have been donating me money to at least keep me
Aw,
afloat. So
that's
it's nice.
nice. Your community is freaking amazing. I love them. I love them.
Yeah, I cry when friends send me money, and I'm like, "Oh, I give you stuff," and they're like, "Please don't." I'm like,
Aw.
"Too bad."
Too bad. We give you months. We give you months. We love you. We love you. See, that's a good community to have. And I gotta say, like, you have to be pretty awesome a person to have a great community like that. So
Yeah, I love my community.
you're a pretty
I
awesome
love-
person.
It's been growing a lot too. Like it's great.
I like to hear that. That's really cool. I'm really happy to see that. Cool. Well, I'd love to see you play some Persona. I would love to see you play some Persona. That'd be kind of cool to see. It'd be cool to see.
Yeah, I'm thinking of starting it next week.
If I have time, because I've been really busy with a lot of things because of my new job, obviously. So I haven't been able to do a lot of things. But as soon as I'm able to get like a good schedule set up, I will definitely be trying to do like the retro thing, like you were mentioning. Because I want to do retro
Hmm.
as well. Because I've been obsessed with retro collection. Like I've been collecting old retro games as time going on. So I've been really enjoying that.
Yeah, I've been playing them off stream, like games I grew up on and stuff. And I'm just like, damn, I want to play these. So it's like I just like sharing stuff with people. It's just great.
It is great. It is awesome. It is awesome. Do you have any community days or games you want to play with your fans?
I have a lot. Like I recently got Lethal Company. I
Oh, me
love that,
too.
but none of my friends have it.
We can play it.
Or
I'll play with you.
I will totally play it,
Let's
and
play
it's
it.
great.
We
Uh,
play it. Play it.
Golf with friends is really good. Um, I'm looking to reach into like other big games. Like I'm thinking of grabbing Jackbox and playing that with viewers. That'd be really fun and
That'd be
just
cool.
everything. But I do want to set up weekly or bi-weekly community game nights slash like movie nights
Mm-hmm.
because we all like our anime and our stuff, and I'm just
Mm-hmm.
gonna put them through heart-wrenching anime and tell them, oh, it's cute, and it's not.
It's
So
not. It's not. Well, no, I take inspiration from your content too and your Discord. I've been trying to make my Discord a little more like yours, but you're too good at it. I don't know how to handle it.
I can always I fix up a lot of people's discords.
You can
Like
always
I
figure out
honestly,
mine.
yeah. I am I still in it? I've left
You
so
should be. I
many
think I made you. I still made you mod. I think you're still a mod there.
I'd have to
Pretty sure.
check because I might have left it and not noticed. I left so many.
You left my
Discords.
Discord.
Yeah, I don't see it. So no, it's down here. Found it. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
still there.
Okay, I was like,
I was like, wait, let me check.
I
I try not to leave friends' discords, even if I don't even talk in it. Which
Darn.
my social battery is so tiny.
Yeah, no, I got you. I got you.
It's a lot bigger than it used to be.
You definitely gotten a lot better with like sharing your opinions on certain things, which I like. It's really good. It's really
Yeah, I just
Um,
stopped caring.
I'm actually
I
going.
used to care too much.
Yeah, I usually care too much. Now you stop caring, and the best thing about it is that now that you stop caring, you actually show more care to yourself, which is how you're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that I think I'm going to try to run a community day myself at the end of this year, where I'll be trying to play a lot of my fans' favorite games. I'm making a poll soon, and then I'm going to try to do.
Because I did a donathon and we reached community game night. I gotta figure out what game they want to play, and I just keep forgetting to.
Well, like the crazy thing is that my job is actually giving me 3 days off in a row, so I'm going to try to do a subathon, and I'm going to do a
Nice.
community day subathon where like I'm going to play all of my fans' favorite games, and I'm going to try and play them, and then play some of my favorite games as well. So
Let me know when you do that. I'll totally jump in on a multiplayer game or whatever.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'm super down. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Yeah, my job's gonna do that too. I was like, they're like, oh yeah, we'll work. You can work 40 hours, 10-hour days, and get 3 days off in a row, or you can work whatever less and have 2 days off, so get 40 hours. I was like, nah, give me those 3 days in a row so I can sleep.
Give me 3 days. Oh, I don't get those 3 days off. I work about 45 hours a week with getting about $30 an hour. So it's actually really, really good.
Nice.
I love my job. It's freaking awesome. But like sometimes I work way too much, and like I work weekends sometimes. Stuff that that sounds fun. Doc, you want to jump in on this? I'll be having prizes for you to win, like giveaways, like Steam gift cards and PlayStation gift cards. Stuff like that.
Yeah, my company's really big on like those. They don't want you doing anything off the clock. Like,
Yep, that's good. That's
for
good.
for your mentality. Like, if you were caught doing it, it's not a good sign. They don't want you overworking yourself. You can't work past 40 hours. You can't do anything like that. And your bosses are also not allowed to text you. Period. Through off. Like, they're like, nope.
That sounds
Work
like
and life is separate.
that sounds like GameStop to me, actually. But they do that because of lawsuits.
Yeah, ours is just like, hey, It's that the only time your boss can communicate you is like through your work email, and even then, like that's if you decide to have it on there.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I like that. They
Yeah, I
actually
like it.
they actually have a work email too, where customers can actually respond to me, and I can't look at them unless I'm on the clock.
Yeah, we get in trouble. Like it literally will log you. Ours, because we use Outlook, and it'll log you
Mm-hmm.
when it's like that, and it's like I used to read my email religiously from Best Buy experience because Best Buy didn't care. They're like, we sent you that email, you didn't answer yesterday when I sent it to you, even though I sent it today. That's kind of opinion they have. Oh, you should have responded yesterday, even though I just sent it. You would get in big trouble.
Yeah,
And
that
then I
sounds
started
wrong.
doing my work, and they're
I,
like, please stop.
please stop. Please don't.
Please
Please don't do
just
that
stop.
anymore.
You're gonna kill your mentality. And you're gonna get burnt out. They also give you burn out leave.
That's good. I like that.
Like you get like you can use it for whatever. Like you can get extended lunches or whatever, or you can just not work that day and still get paid. As long as you request it in time, like at least a week ahead, or if it's really bad, you can request it 2 days ahead. Because my boss was nice.
Your boss is awesome. I like
Yeah.
it. Cool. Awesome. That's nice. That's nice. It sounds like your work's awesome and our work's awesome. So
I miss
that's
it.
great.
It was stressful because of the level I was at,
Yeah.
but I miss it.
I hear. I hear. Hopefully everything works. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just tech support.
Oh, it's 6 point. Cool. That makes sense. Cool. Well, next question for you, and then let's talk about your model, shall we? So
Let's go into the design of the model. So
yeah, so you've been through a lot of different models lately. What made you want to stick with this one?
So this one's actually, so he comes from a book that I wrote.
Oh.
A book series that has actually been published when I was younger.
Wow. Ooh.
I would have to find the series because it was like published through like it was published and not published. So like we did a school contest in high school and it got published into the school library. So like quote unquote published, but so I went off his whole world, his everything. So he's a god of war.
He's a god of war.
He is the son of the goddess of death.
Oh, okay.
But he lives in a world. He's the strongest. He like runs this little world, but it's very futuristic. Due to he just gifted his magic to them, and they built it up, created a pretty good, powerful world. So he's very laid back, very cyber style.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I try to mimic that, but he also doesn't like to be seen as a god.
Okay, I was like,
He doesn't want people to be like, oh, worship me like the other gods in his world. Like, oh, you have to
okay.
bow to me and all that. He's just like, hey, I'm your friend. I will defend you to the end, and you're fine. But
I love that.
Don't worship me, please.
That's cool. Good God. Good God. I like that.
Yeah, he's pretty chill.
I lost my playing card.
I haven't. He's also one of the few ones like whenever I go live 2D, I may do it the form inside of it. He's never really shown like full form because he stays more human-esque. And I still haven't fully debated on that one. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, that's like, so the cyberpunk stuff went into it. The kind of lazily wearing his jacket. He doesn't really care.
Yeah, he's the kid. Look at you. Look at you not caring how you look. Look at you being all very
he doesn't need to
relaxing.
really care.
Yeah, you can relax on the couch, you know, just lean back, not chill, you know. Like, hey guys, what's up? You know.
Yeah, his nation's the biggest trade nation, so everyone goes through him for stuff.
I like it. I like it. That's really cool. I like that. Cool. Yeah. So I guess with this leads to my next question, which I think is actually really related to what you actually can do. That is, what's your favorite part about your own design?
Honestly, I love his eyes.
Oh, can you zoom in on your eyes? Can you zoom in?
I can. I was about to say, like, here. Ooh, let's see.
Oh, like a couple of different tones.
Yeah, they are top blue. They go to gold if I'll hold still for 2 seconds. Yeah, but I could also just grab a picture. But I do like his hair. What size was I originally?
I think you're fine
Don't
right there.
remember.
I think you're good.
Or it just be fine. But that's one of my favorite parts. The other part is I really love his necklace, because his necklace isn't just a necklace. It's what he uses for his weaponry. It's a gift from his dad. His dad is a god of smithing, essentially. There's another word for it, like think Hephaestus.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
And it just lets him create weaponry.
Because in Greek mythology, the god of smithing married Aphrodite, right?
Aphrodite, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, in your case, the god of smithing married the goddess of death and created the god of war.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she was like originally another goddess of war, but she got more known as the Red Death or the Plague, and then she was known as the goddess of death because usually you only see her when you're dead.
Snap.
So she kind of just handles all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So think of it like if Hephaestus married like Hades. Hades isn't even the god of death. He's like I forgot what he is.
You tell me about fire.
He's like in between. He's like god of. I think he's like normally known as the god of death, but he's not the god of death.
Not a god of death. He's like
the intern for the god of death.
He's the intern.
God of the underworld. There
you go.
He's like the gatekeeper.
Yeah. God of the underworld, not death.
Yeah, Thanatos or something like that's the god of death.
Yeah, Thanatos. I play Smite, so I understand.
Yeah, people are like, oh, you think you're the god of death you're simping for, and like the super hot guy. That's not Hades. Hades is the guy that wears the business suit and wants to go home and sleep all day.
Yep. He's just the guy like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. All right, cool. What is your lore and backstory?
So we've been talking a little bit about it, but so to simplify it, he reached the age, and to prove himself so that he's worthy of his family's name and family's legacy, he was sent to just a random planet that had not been developed. So he was sent down there. The people he ended up being taken care of are exiles. Yeah. Like a bunch of races that were exiled from their own kingdoms. So he was like, you know what, that's fine. We'll build up our own little village. We'll keep going. So like through each era and age, he protected them, they built, and respect was built, and now he owns the biggest nation.
Ooh.
And their main like antagonist is like people who don't want any of the immortals, or the gods as they call them, on that planet. Where he keeps back and bay. They're also the only ones that have killed other immortals successfully.
Makes sense. All right. I like that. I remember your original one was that you were only in charge of a library that can go interdimensional, and people come into your library. Yep, and people do it. So I like this one too. This one's a good one. It's based off of a true book.
Yep.
I like it. That's cool. Okay. You came up with some really good ideas on it. So this might be a good time for me to tell you, but I might be getting myself a VTuber model.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right?
Are you doing 3D or are you going to do live 2D?
Live 2D.
Live 2D? Nice.
Mm-hmm. So, that's really cool. Like, I think, I want to let you know about this. And Dark, you actually might like this too. Yeah, right? So, I'm going to make an announcement pretty soon because I'm actually for real. I might ascend to anime stardom and become the anime, and become the ultimate anime weeb dream and become the anime boy.
There's a lot of people I know who do dual streams, as it's called. Like
it's a hybrid, like a hybrid.
The hybrid, as it's called.
So I think that's what I'll do. I'll still do streams like this all the time, but then I'll also have a VTuber model. My goal was that if I hit 1K on Twitch, I will buckle down and give myself a live 2D model. If I don't get 1K by the end of this year, then I know hype, right? Hype is here. If I don't actually get 1K, I will still get it. It just won't be my top priority. You know, I'll probably just wait on that as time goes on. But
They're
I'm
expensive.
They're really expensive. I'm actually going to go send you my, because I'm actually getting my character sheet done right now as we speak. A lovely, amazing VTuber is actually working on the character sheet as we speak, and I got it's pretty much the concept of the character is already designed and cool. So I'm gonna send you a picture of what they look like on Discord. Just give me a second. Man, Discord.
I wonder if I'll recognize the artist.
You might not, but I'll send it to you anyway. Oh no, I didn't want to send you this one. Oh, go away. Stop. Mother effer. Don't forget about the one on the side. I also like Genshin, and I've been really liking.
I mean, I am quite into Genshin again.
That's good. That's good. We should play together. Pretty good. Let me know if you want a game. But yeah, so that's the character. I won't show it to you guys, obviously. Oh, anonymous.
Wait, just
I do not know who this anonymous person is, but anonymous comes in and like gifts like subs like once or twice a month. I don't know who you are, but you're freaking amazing. I love you. I know who you are.
Those are great.
Those are great. But what do you think of the design?
I like it.
So, like, I won't go into too much detail on it because I wanted it to be a surprise.
I'm trying not to say too much because it's like, oops, if I start complimenting the pieces I like, it's gonna give it off a lot.
Exactly. So I won't go into it too much, but let's just say there's parts of my stream that is a nice little like hints and takeaways from it, you know. So we'll make sure you guys know about it. But yeah, stay tuned. You guys will be seeing my character sheet, and if we get to 1K at the end of this year, this will be something I'll prioritize first of the new year. So you guys let me know. So yeah, it's fun. It's mostly because I've been told to do this so many times by so many different VTubers, and I was like, okay. And then and then finally, like, I had so much fun. Coming up with the design, and the characters, and backstories, and all of that. I just had a great time talking up with my designer, and like pretty much like, hey, you should try this. Oh, maybe what if you did this and stuff like that. And we just had those really cool ideas. It was really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. So
yeah, I've had a fun crafting this and like reading through the books and like redesigning bits of the books.
It's fun.
Modernizing
it's fun doing
it. This is fun. Oh yeah, it's super fun.
So I think that's like the fun part about being a VTuber is coming up with your design, having that flair, having that fix, and all that kind of stuff. It's so cool. It's so cool. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. Cool. Yeah. So I just wanted to mention that part to you because. One, I do have some amazing fans who might have not heard about the news yet. And then also I want to let you know about it because you were one of my inspirations. So I wanted to say.
I almost went with a similar design. I do actually have an outfit very similar to that.
I see.
I just can't get it to look right. It looks too out of place with his head.
The only hints I've been giving people is literally this guy right here. Yeah,
that's fair. I see. There's a singular image of it.
Well, see, like that's the hint. But yeah. Cool. Okay, sweet. And I can go into more detail with it off stream. But yeah. Yeah. Okay, so controversial time. Controversial question now. Are you ready?
Go for it.
What's your thoughts on the VTuber community at the moment?
Right now, I'm highly disappointed in it.
Oh.
So, I don't know. Do you know? So, doxing is going around, and people are celebrating. Now, the guy that did get doxed is not a good person.
Okay.
I don't like the person. But I've been doxed, and I've been stalked because of it when I used to live out in a different area. And now they put this person in danger, and a lot of people are celebrating it. They're like, oh, it's so good, look, this person, because he used to dox people, like he used to do it too, and then he got really upset that he got doxed back. But it's like, he's in danger now, and they also doxed his wife like at the same time, and it's like, and they're all like, and everyone's like celebrating it. A lot of people are celebrating it, And I'm just like, you guys are disgusting.
Yeah, like on one hand,
this guy's in danger. Like, yeah, sure, karma is karma.
yeah,
But it's like you can hate or dislike a person without putting them in danger.
exactly. And like there's other ways around it. You don't have to like, you know, make them weep what they sow. You know, you don't have to do something like that. You know, like there's other ways around it. You know, like that's why I don't like the Saw trilogy, is because like they kind of just like forcing people to do things they're not supposed to do, and like there's other ways around it. You're just taking justice into your own hands and trying to get revenge off of someone who should just made accounted for. You know, that's why I like Persona, because Persona, it's all about, yeah, you could just kill the person and it'd be easier, but you want them to pretty much like atone from their sins and then pretty much acknowledge that they've been doing something wrong and then pretty much like get better at it, you know. That's the way how they should do it. And they probably could have done it differently, you know, maybe like call the police on them, you know, put a report on them, you know, like let people know about it.
We could have just like, we had plenty of stuff, like there's plenty of evidence, and even he keeps it up on his Twitter, and he creates almost daily YouTube videos. Like he's one of those news guys, and a lot of the stuff he says you could easily report and get like just his content taken down.
Exactly.
And,
you know,
like that's what I was like, if y'all like, when he used to say a lot of sussy stuff, I'd be like, hey man, I would just report it. Like, don't put that on Twitter. I get you can have your opinion, but don't put that on Twitter. You're asking for like chaos. And he kept doing it, and now he's doxxed.
So like I said, like I don't think that's the way to do it, but unfortunately, people on the internet are not the nicest. Not the nicest.
Nope. That's why, like, I was really careful. Like, I even spoke about it this morning. I just said, fuck it. I'm just gonna say, hey, if you agree with the current doxing, you're disgusting.
Yeah, he got doxxed for defending a certain game.
Okay, so you know who I'm talking about.
Okay, so he knows.
I'm just not saying his name because I don't want people to come like attacking in this chat, because people just like watch crap. It's weird. Or I don't want it in the VOD. But yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, yeah, he got talked for stuff like that and defending certain things.
That's crazy.
Also, what happened to that game creator is fucked up too. They also got doxxed into non-existence.
See, that's always terrifying. That's always terrifying.
Yeah, I think I think the creator of that game's on suicide watch right now, is what they said.
That's sad. That's sad. I really hope. I really pray for the best of that guy. I really hope everything works out.
Yeah, I hope they're okay.
Cool. Well, that was depressing. Let's get into a different conversation. So what changes have you seen from when you first started compared to now?
The changes, confidence has increased quite a bit. I am in a happier place mentally.
That's good.
And I have honestly, especially since the stuff that's recently been happening in the last 2-3 months, have learned who is here for clout and who is here for friendship in my community.
That's good. That's good.
Which is fine regardless which direction you're going, but it's just like, you know, it's just nice to know like who I can actually fully depend on if I need someone.
Like I always wanted to be seen as your friend more than anything. Yeah. And so if you ever wanted to talk about something, you always have me to talk to. And if you ever want to make content creation, if you ever want to make content creation, then I'm also your partner, and I can help you out with like work with the stuff.
I feel that's how like content creators should be. Is like I get like some people are like, oh, don't see it as a competition. It comes down to the basis, it still technically is a competition, but it could be a friendly competition. Well, yeah. Like we can still help each other out.
Well, like
and celebrate whoever gets higher or whatever. Like
agree, 100%. And the way you kind of want to think of it as is like competition's healthy. There's nothing wrong with competition. Is when companies don't have competitions, when they are the most scummiest. And that's the same thing with content creations. If there's no competition, like how there's actually kind of a lot of like a monopoly in the content creation world. Like I mentioned before, I only really watch one person for Dead by Daylight content, and
Yep.
because I only watch it for Dead by Daylight content, I don't really give anyone else a chance, which makes it kind of a monopoly. So when you do see people like do like competition with different contents, it's really healthy because that means a guy needs to try a little bit harder. He maybe have to try different takes, maybe have to do like extra content because that's what competition does. For us, we are both content creators. We can be partners, work with each other, but we're not going to interfere with each other because there's no point, you know?
Yeah, there's no point. Exactly.
So I know, I agree with you 100%. 100%. Very good, very good. Cool. And then next question is the hardest question of them all. Are you ready for it?
Sure, go for it.
I know it's really difficult. Are you sure?
Hit me.
All right. What's your favorite video game or video game franchise?
Would have to be Zelda.
You like Zelda?
Out of the series, it's a little hard. It's hard for me to pick if I prefer Wind Waker or Twilight Princess more. I'd have to replay both, but yeah. Now, controversial, I don't like either of the Switch releases. I don't.
You like
don't care for them.
You like my dad
They're
and my
fun.
brother. My brother's the same way.
They're super fun. I don't like the way the weapon system works.
Yeah.
I didn't sign up to play Skyrim or a durability game. I didn't sign up for that. The rest of the game, perfect. Lovely. Yep. Still a Zelda game. Still really fun. Story is very good. I just hate the durability system.
Well, luckily,
still, at least like with the new one, at least make sense for lore. Like, with Tears of the Kingdom, they're like, oh well, they're cursed now, so they're brittle. Okay, cool. I was able to stomach it a lot more than the original one, where they're just like, oh, it's a stick. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, hey, this steel sword breaks in 3 hits. That doesn't make sense because Hyrule makes the best weaponry. That's literally what they were known for in lore. So
exactly,
their swords were also known not to break lore.
No, I agree with
that
one.
Knights just continuing. I'm like, bruh, like, why are you doing this?
Bruh.
Please stop.
No, I agree.
I still enjoyed them. I still beat them. They're just literally going to be probably the only Zelda games I won't replay, which is rare.
Well, I do know they announced that the next Zelda game they're going to be creating, which won't be for a while, but they're going away from the entire style of Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. And they're not going to do that kind of style anymore.
Tears of the Kingdom is the final style of that game because it got enough backlash, and it's not replayed as much as the other ones.
What I heard is that they just did everything they wanted to do with the style that was going for. Like, I didn't know, like, they did get the backlash. That's why they changed it a little bit for Tears of the Kingdom. But the main reason why
I think they did really well with Tears of the Kingdom.
I think so too.
Information.
I just, like, what I heard is that they're like, okay, so we did everything we wanted to do because we can't do anything more. We did everything we wanted to do with Tears of the Kingdom. So the next one is probably gonna be more traditional, because we want to try something else, you know? So, like, I like that because they're not stopping it because it's either did good or bad. They're stopping it because they did everything as a creation, like as a creator. They wanted to do.
I will say that they're really good. The Zelda team's really good on not, like, milking it too much. They've always been like that. There's like, oh, that's why there's so many people, like, a lot of people vehemently hate Twilight Princess. For a lot of reasons similar to that, because of the way it did things.
Makes sense. Oh,
mostly for its difficulty.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
It's not easy.
I've
been playing it again recently. If you play it now, it's honestly one of the easiest Zelda games I've played.
Aww.
But I also remember how to do everything.
No, I totally agree. So you're seeing right now, best mod in the world is Necros. He's actually a new mod that I've gotten recently, and he's like one of my favorite people ever. He's like super awesome. He's a dead boy. And he does a very good job. I really like him. Welcome to the 3rd year anniversary. You're actually interacting with a lot of people from the old school people who like I grew up with, like doing content creation, and then
Mhm.
Necros is a very new introduction to the community. So it's good to see old school interacting with new school.
It's always nice to see new faces.
It's always nice new faces. It's really good. It's really good. Necros, you like the reason why I do these interviews and the reason why I'm like this is because of this lovely guy right here. So it's really good. You're calling me a noob? You are a noob. You're a noob. You're a noob. You're a noob compared to these two over here. Them, and then of course, them fighting words. Well, you know, I'm just saying, you know, yeah. Like you're definitely like one of my favorites of all times. Meet me in front of Walgreens. You know what? I will meet you. I'll meet you right now. I went to Walgreens. You were not there. It was just cold outside. So I went back.
It do be really cold outside. Not gonna lie.
Cold. So maybe another time. Another time. So yeah, no, really cool, awesome. I love the interactions with like Azir and Necros interact with like Dark and you. I think it's really cool to see like old school community members meet the new people.
Hope he hasn't been too cringe.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not be cringe. Never. What? How? When have I ever been cringe? Never. You're supposed to agree with me on that, right? Why are you looking?
Yeah, sure.
Why are you looking away? Wait,
Hold on, let me get the portfolio.
No, there's not that much stuff. Do not look at my.
That's like me telling my community, "Oh, I'm not sus," and then they just go look at all of my stream clips, and I'm like, "Never, don't
look at my clips. Don't look at my clips.
Don't look at my clips." No. I say the most like, it's either like really dumb, like, "Oh, Kira failed at this," or "What did you just say?" That was very raunchy.
Oh yeah. No, I got you.
There's no in between.
No in between. I love it.
My Monster Hunter one was last Tuesday. It was really fun.
Oh, I love it. I need to get the VOD. Still. I'll definitely have to check it. Cool. All right, some fun questions now. If you could live in any video game world or anime world, what world would you like to be isekai in?
Definitely not Zelda. That world I would just fall apart at.
Yeah.
That would not last. If I had to think of just like a game world, I haven't thought about that one in a while because there's a few games I would think of, but anime, guys, like, well, and a lot of the anime I watch, I would also die in very quickly. I'd be one of those people like, I'll do this, and then I'm dead.
No worries. Well, think about it for a second. While I would, Necros, a little bit of announcements, really quick. Just wanted to sum it up for you. Two things. One, end of this month, actually, we'll be hosting a subathon community day, or community days, where we'll be playing all fan suggested games. So any games that you guys want me to play, I will play for you guys. There will be giveaways for like Steam gift cards and like digital curve cards I'll be putting off. There'll be subathons, and also we're going to have some really cool stuff. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Exactly, I will play Keep Talking No One Explodes. And Pico Park. I will do that. I'll do this. So I'll probably set something up in Discord for like suggestions of what people want to play, and I'll probably put it in my list of things I want to play for you guys. So we'll probably do that near the end of the. Also, for Necros, I think I already told you this. Yeah, you already know that I'm getting a VTuber model made for me, right? I'm becoming a VTuber. Do you remember that? Ayo!
So I would probably do the Genshin world just because it's Genshin or Dragon Quest world.
I would definitely do that.
But Genshin is just a very beautifully crafted world.
Right? And here's the thing, and the cool thing about Genshin.
Also relatively safe.
Yeah, it's not too
Most
bad.
of them are.
Yeah, most of it is pretty safe. Like for all the different places you want to go into, you know.
I can't wait for Natlan. I haven't even reached Fontaine yet, but I know the story of it.
It's so good, so good. I would go to Inazuma. Like, I'm sorry, I would just go to Inazuma. Like, I'm a weeb.
I would live in Fontaine probably.
Fontaine's
Inazuma's pretty, but it's so spread out and way more dangerous than all the.
It got better. It's got better. It
got better. It gets better in the end.
Necros, yes.
Oh yeah, I am a 3D. I am 3D.
Necros is also 3D. You should check out his content too. Necros is he does really good content. You guys would hit it off pretty well, I feel like.
I'll give them a follow and check out their stuff.
Do it. But like all the cool thing about so when I make that rule of you getting isekai into anime or video game world, my rule is that you don't get isekai with anything special. You just get isekai as yourself in that world. So you're not the main character. You're just in that world. With Genshin, you can be in that world and you can still pretty much be epic because visions can be given to anyone at any time. Then you don't have to be epic or not. You just are gifted the vision depending on the situations. So you can go in as a regular person and end up getting a vision. So cool. If you stop, no, Necros. Whenever I see you, you get all the rewards. You get all the best buzz. You're awesome. Best mod.
I think
best
Hero
mod.
would last very long inside of that because he's essentially an Archon.
Yep, I think so too. I think that'd be kind of cool. Like, that's why I would pick Genshin. I would pick Genshin too. Genshin or Pokemon.
Pokemon would be cool too. I was about to say Pokemon, and I was like,
And there's some sketchy Pokemon that I wouldn't want to.
The thing is, like Pokemon, and people are like, oh, the games are so cute about it and stuff. Living in the Pokemon world would be horrifying.
Especially with the ghost type Pokemon. Oh yeah, 100%.
It's just like because nowhere's safe. No city is safe. Like if the Pokemon want in, they're getting in.
Oh yeah, they're getting in.
But imagine it's like, oh, we hate Australian spiders. Pokemon. The spiders are bigger than Great Danes.
Yeah.
And they get bigger.
Now, to be fair, you can capture. Yeah, they're mostly docile, and you can capture pretty much anything, even God, in that game, and you can pretty much have them protect you before anything happens. And everyone else has Pokemon too. So like. It's like everyone has a monster that they can control and they can defend you from any other monsters. And most of the Pokemon are pretty, like you said, docile, unless they're they're enraged, like some of the other games where they're like enraged Pokemon, you know.
Yeah, most of them are docile unless you mess with them.
Yeah, watch out for Hypno.
Hypno is not docile.
Yeah, he's let's just say I've seen too
Hypno or
much.
any of the ghost Pokemon are not docile.
Yeah, watch out
with humans.
They love messing with humans. But then if you get a ghost Pokemon like a Gengar, which I would love to have, my Gengar would protect me. He'd be on my side. Hey yo.
Yeah, like the Gengar is weird. Like it doesn't really like to mess with humans much, if I remember. It'd rather be friends with them, but it doesn't like how scary it is. I remember. It's either Gengar or there's another ghost Pokemon that doesn't like how scary it looks, and it wants to just be loved.
I think that's Mimikyu.
It is Mimikyu. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Mimikyu doesn't like how scary he is. He's supposed to be loved.
Don't take off its like disguise. It won't kill you.
It won't kill you
because it freaks out.
It just apparently it's so scary that it kills anyone who sees them.
Yup.
That's why one of his like ultimate moves is literally putting you under his cloak.
Yep.
Cool. I love it. I love Pokemon so much.
Also, before we go to the next question, I have to use the restroom.
Go use the restroom.
Drink too much water.
Go for it.
I'll be right back.
That was good. This is when your neck breaks. No, never mind. Go. Hello everyone. Hello. How you guys all doing? I hope you guys enjoy yourselves on this lovely like anniversary. But yeah, so summing up everything. Summing up for you guys. We're going to do probably a community day. I want to say probably the. You're watching an ad right now? Oh, shoot. Okay, never mind. I'll wait when you guys come back. But yeah, it's fun. The main thing is I want you guys to know is that so community day Community Day is going to be probably the 23rd to the 25th. So that's going to be around Christmas time. We're going to do Community Day where we'll be playing all your favorite games. So whatever games you want to see me play, I'll probably make a list for you guys to have me play, and I'll play it for you guys. And we'll have people join in. So community, you guys can join into my games. So we can play games with each other. You can go on voice chat and we're going to have some fun. There'll also be giveaways I'll be giving away for everyone. So then you guys will get like digital currency cards and stuff like that. And also, you guys will see you'll probably be the first ones to see my Vtuber model during the community day. If not not that, you will see like a good glimpse of it or something like that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, thankfully the bathroom's super close. It just doesn't take very long.
Isn't it awesome when you have a bathroom that's literally right next to your stream room?
Oh yeah.
It's a must. Cool. All right, so next question for you guys is if you could collab with anyone out there, no matter how big or small, who would you like to collab with?
Kuro from Vshoujo would be dope. I feel like our energies would clash really well.
Mm-hmm.
Or Shoto. I take a lot of inspiration from Shoto. I love that man to death. It's really funny.
Shoto's great. Oh. Look.
And I very much enjoy both of them. Maybe, and then the other one I would really like to talk to is Joel, the porcelain maid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sayu.
Sayu, cool. Yeah, Sayu.
I've actually talked to Sayu.
Really?
Yeah. Like I've messaged them back and forth. They will actively talk to you if they see it, and they have talked to me a few times on TikTok, back and forth on their comments and stuff. Nothing crazy, but like they're cool. Like they'll respond to you if they could see your stuff. Otherwise, they're just like everyone else. I'm like, oops, man, I have 3 million comments.
Man, I try to reach out to Sayu to come on my show.
He went on Joel's, so he might go on yours, but it's getting him or his manager to see you. Cause I think he has a manager. I don't remember who it is.
Probably does. He probably does. Sino, right? Sino? Yeah, Sino. Sayu.
Yes.
Oh no, I can't. Oh yeah, I can't because he doesn't have any way for me to message him.
Yeah, he closed his DMs because of chaos recently.
Makes sense. I would love to message him.
Like earlier in the year or something, he like closed his DMs completely.
Makes sense.
Across like all socials because just.
Oh, thank you.
He said something on Twitter. I don't remember what it was early in the year, and people like hated on it. It was like during like it was something in the LGBT thing. Like he was like supporting something, and people like went nuts on it.
Oh, I can message.
I have to remember it.
Looks like I can message him on Instagram. I'm gonna send him something. I really doubt he will message me back. But hey, never know. I'll invite Sino onto my streams right now.
Oh, you're fine, Muzan. Enjoy your night. You take care.
Bye-bye, Dark Master Muzan. Take care, buddy. It's great to see you, my friends. Great to see you. Hopefully, next time I see you will be my next stream. But if anything, I would love to see you in my community day. Hopefully, see you in community day.
And there's a few other small VTubers, but like when it comes to just VTubers in general, I'll collab with anyone once. Like I literally. Anyone wants to collab with me, you just ask. Like, hey, I would like to play this game or play something with you. Cool, what game? End of story. That's how it goes.
Oh yeah.
And if we don't click later after that collab, I'll let you know. Be like, I don't think we click on stream very well. Hey, I'm down to still be friends.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's usually. I have a few people who like I'm really good friends with, but we just don't click very well on stream, which is fine.
Yeah.
Not everyone does.
It's very different.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Sorry. So, yeah, I got a bank update. I was like, and then my check went through. I was like, hey, good. So I just had to look at that for a second. But apologies.
Cool. No, you're good.
But this was fun. I will see you guys next time. I might come back into stream if it keeps going. Sounds good. Sounds good. Well, we're actually getting closer to the end, so we'll definitely go see how it goes. But right now, wait, what? No, it's not my bad. You know what? I guess we're going to drink some water and spin the wheel. We actually had this new wheel popped up, and I want to see how you like it. So, you ready for this first spin as we drink water? See, I thought you was drinking some water because I can tell when you drink water because your neck breaks.
I ran out of water.
Ah.
I already drank it all.
Darn.
I drank like 3 cups of water.
No worries. Well, hey, the wind has spoken. We need you to do ada ada.
Oh, I haven't. I actually had done one last night because I was avoiding them when I was doing voice training.
Oh, really? Do you want to
And
skip
then
to a different one then?
No, I can do it.
Okay.
I'm totally fine. Although I have 20,000 points, I'll probably spin the wheel again for. Anyway,
No worries.
thankfully my mouth is moisturized enough so I can do one. Don't. Also, tips if anyone does stuff like this: do not do anything with a dry mouth or a dry throat.
Never, never.
It's awful. If my brain can remember the vocal range.
No worries.
Okay, now I remember it. Thanks for giving me some water in a little bit. Hada hada. There we go.
Ada ada.
Not bad.
I love it.
I
It's
need to
like
get
playful.
better at it, but I used to be a little smoother with them.
I like how playful it is. Like ada ada. I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Awesome. Well, we'll do more
My
spins.
vocal range is getting better.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Well, I know for a fact, like as time goes on, we'll definitely do more. We'll do more. Cool. All right. So next question for you guys today is what would you like to accomplish? What's your goals for streaming?
I want to for sure reach 1K near the end of the year.
I hope you
I've
make
got
it.
a month to do that. I'm at almost 800, so I need to go up by 200.
You can do it. You got this. You got this. You gotta stream more.
Yeah, like
You already got
I
the
still
follower
want to-
count. You already got the follower count. Well,
Yeah,
not the
I'm-
follower
I've
count. The
pretty good
viewer.
on the Twitter.
Viewer
Yeah,
count.
my viewer count goes up a lot. I want to double that soon. So I average like 8 to 15, depending on what I'm streaming, and depending on the day. I want to get that to like 16, 15 as the normal average to 30.
That'd be good. That'd be good. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. You got this. You got this. I
And
believe
then,
in you.
like, my other stuff is I'm going to start getting back into singing.
Ooh,
Because I
that'd be kinda
used to
cool.
sing way back in the day. I did live shows. I was lead guitar and lead singer for a rock band back in high school.
Ooh. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I like it. I like it. All right. I'll love to see. I'll love to see. I'll love to see you do more. I can't wait to see you do more stuff. Oh,
And then, of course,
you're
full
gonna
time.
go
I
far.
want to do this full time because I prefer it more.
That'd be cool. Thank you for the Lux Necros. I can see you do full time, and I think that would be good for your mental health too, because that means you don't have to stress about it too much.
Yeah, it's just making enough money to survive. I would
That's
have
the
to make
difficult
at least, when I was looking at it, when I had to leave my job to do this, I was doing the math. I would have to make at least 1,000 a month,
Okay, makes sense.
which is a lot.
It's a lot. No, I got you. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, get all the sponsors.
Yeah, like I got Genshin sponsorship recently, and
Me too.
it's still going, but like they want new players, which
It's
just
hard. It's hard to get
is
new
impossible
players.
in my community.
Right?
They all play it, or they've already made an account, or they don't like the game.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what I dealt with. Like I did the sponsor, and it was really nice. I love that being sponsored by it, and I had all the cool bells and whistles. But like, I only deal with my own community members, and they already have the game. So like,
Yeah,
there's
all of
really
mine
no
did
point.
too. And then like a few of them even tried making the account again, and they just went to the EU server, and it didn't count. Like I had like 10 people make the account, and I reached out to Stream Elements, and they're like, "Oh, they must have already had their IP registered with an account or something through the website." And I was
Which,
like,
if that's the case, then
I was like, then no.
Well, I guess it doesn't really help us. It's really only for bigger people, which apparently that's kind of what sponsorships are all about. It really doesn't really help
Yeah.
us. It helps like bigger people, like punters, because that's where they qualify the most. Because that's when they get the most
And it
income.
doesn't help, like, Stream Elements is now under fire for all the political stuff that they're doing. So, like, a lot of people are just not wanting to touch any sponsorships. Like, I had a bunch of people who are like, oh, I would do that, but you're doing it to Stream Elements, so I'm not touching it.
Yep, 100%. I heard that there was like some fallback with like HelloFresh, where like they got paid by it, but then they got like all that money got pulled back, and then
Yeah,
they
so a
owed
lot
money.
of people, like, I had one girl who made $2,000 off of the HelloFresh. And it's also why you will never see HelloFresh on Stream Elements again. Like, Stream Elements literally said we will never work with them again because HelloFresh kept all the money that the people got and gave it to no one. Like, Stream Elements was never paid. Like, not even their cut, because they get a cut for the sponsorship. They weren't even paid their cut.
That's so lame. That's
and
so
they were
lame.
wanting to do. They're like, oh, we could. They're like, and they looked at like, oh, maybe we'll pay out of pocket for that. It was. They would go in the red. They're like, yeah, as a company, we can't even pay that.
Yep.
And then HelloFresh would come up with like excuses. They're like, oh, well, it's because you advertised on Twitter.
What?
That you were sponsored. That's what the one girl got, that you advertised on Twitter. And HelloFresh goes, that's cheating.
How's cheating?
And then you live streamed it. That's cheating.
How's that live stream? Like, how is that cheating?
I was like, you sponsored a streamer.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, what?
And only streamers could sign up for it too at that time through Stream Elements, and Stream Elements was baffled. Like, HelloFresh is a shitty company.
I like that food, but I hate them as a company.
Yeah, their food's good. The thing Stream Elements is getting caught up with is all the apparently they are super into AI, transphobic. Like, the leadership behind them, the company that owns Stream Elements, is just like, people are digging it out. And I just kind of shrug at it. I'm like, well, it looks like I can't go anywhere because Streamlabs did the same thing, go for copyright. Oh well. Stream Elements is doing something bad. People are like, go to Mix It Up. Mix It Up is also just as bad. Mix It Up's actually worse. So it's like, you can't go anywhere as a streamer without like touching a product that's bad.
Yeah.
I use an iPhone, and iPhone is not.
Well,
not good.
it's really just that like sponsorships doesn't work out very well for small time streamers like us. And the only time it gets good is when you have an agent. That's the only time, because then agents are designed to go out and find the right sponsorships for you to get in, you know. But then of course you have to pay for an agent, you know. So like, it's really any kind of sponsorship you see as a small time community person is not worth it, because all of them are going to rip you off or make it not even worth doing unless you get high enough and good enough where you're able to like afford an agent, and then that's when you actually get the big stuff. Genshin updates is like a cousin moving farther and farther out as a new player. Like, dang good. How much farther am I going to drive?
That's also like Final Fantasy 14. Like, I would love to get more friends into it, and people are like, "Oh, where are you at?" I was like, "I think I'm on." So I think I'm on the 3rd expansion, which is Shadowbringers.
Shadowbringers, okay.
Yeah, you get the first 2 for free now.
Oh, that's good.
But it has taken me. Granted, it's not me always doing story content, but I have like 1,500 hours in that game, and I have not beaten all the content in the game.
You know what? Fair, very fair. Cool. Are you ready for the last question?
Yeah. Go
for it. Last question of the night, and it's my favorite question of all. Always been my favorite question, and I will always ask it, and that is, do you have any advice for those who might want to get into streaming or VTubing?
So, like, I've talked pieces of this even at the beginning of the stream, but my main thing is I have a list for this kind of stuff, and I could go on quite a while for this. Like, for one, if you want to stream, make sure you find yourself entertaining. Can you entertain yourself and talk to yourself in an empty room without losing your mind? Then go for it. If you can't do that, fix that first, please.
True.
For the love that is all holy, please do not just sit there and say nothing for a stream. Silence is fine every once in a while, but if you have like 20 minutes of dead air, you gotta fix that, please. No one's gonna sit there unless it's like active gameplay, like story or someone in the game is talking. But if it's like dead game, don't. Please, I don't care if you talk about like, oh, the sky is purple and you're wrong. Talk about something, please. Come up with talking points.
Yep.
You gotta have something to talk about. Making noise is fine. I have people I watch who, like, I mean, look at Monarch. She literally, when she doesn't know what to talk about, her biggest thing, and she's even told other streamers, sit there and make noises. People will watch you because you're actively doing something.
Yep.
Like, she'll sit there and beep for like hours on end when she doesn't have anything else to say. I do the same thing. I beep. I make noise. The other thing is play what you enjoy, because chat and as a viewer, I can tell if you are having fun. If you're not having fun, I'm not having fun, because you're just a bump on the log or you're a toxic mess. And nobody wants to watch that. Some people do, and that's on them. Yeah. If you want to do VTubing, jump into it. Do not spend a bunch of money on a fancy model. Start with Vroid like I am. Stick with Vroid. It's completely free if you want to. Do a PNG if you're like, no, I want that anime picture style. Do a PNG. They're super cheap. Some are free. Or you could do what I did if you really, really want a live 2D model, but you don't want to spend like $1,000. Go to Booth. It's spelled just like the food booth. You can buy pre-mades that a lot of people use them, of course, though. But you can buy pre-mades for like $10, $20. They're not custom. Some of them are customizable, but do it. Like, just start. And like VTubing, like people are like, oh, I need to do debut. No, I haven't debuted since I first started, and that was 3 years ago. I changed models and designs. Like I will do like a stream showing off my live 2D as it gets made, but that's about it. And I'll be like, oh look, I have a live 2D model. Cool, let's talk. Bye. Like, I'm not gonna do anything fancy or crazy.
I like it.
It's just like going on like in streaming is, you're gonna fuck up. End of story. You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna break stuff. Your audio is gonna die. Your stuff is gonna die. Your stream's gonna lag. Stuff's gonna lag. Don't cry.
Okay.
It's going to break. Also, please don't just kill your stream and run away if it scuffs out. People will actually stick around and like vibe with your scuff.
Yep, vibe with scuff. Scuff
a lot of my community was built off scuff streams. My entire community is built off of scuff.
I love it. I love it so much. It's so good. I love how that's like the kind of the stigma with some of these is that scuff is VTubers, which is totally fine.
Yeah, it's just like, please, and also like reach out to people. You don't have to be social, but like, don't be scared to talk to people. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Everyone bites, but sometimes they're not super hard about it.
Agreed. 100%.
And then I could literally take an hour on this question
alone. No, which is true. Like, which is good, and I think you definitely come up with some really good viable points and stuff like that. And I think that's the one thing I want to do one day if I ever have actual time to do it. I want to cut together every single VTuber interview I've ever done and just have a collage of everyone's final question, how tips and tricks, and just put it into a video so that everyone has advice from every single VTuber out there. So I thought that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, like I need to get back into video editing. Video editing is a huge passion of my own, and I just need to set aside some days to edit VODs and stuff. Like, I need to make a new VTuber trailer, which is probably just going to be chaos. Just a bunch of clips shoved together.
True. Cool. Well, hey, thanks for answering every single one of my questions. You know, like, a lot of them are different, and a lot of them are like ones that you have answered before, but a little bit of an update since you first did it. So that was great. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Well, hey, everyone at home, you guys can ask as many questions as you like. If you guys want to spin some wheels, you guys can more than likely spin some wheels. Totally can. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll answer honestly any question you could throw at me.
Why are you so awesome?
I have no idea on that one. Syncing music videos feels so good. Yeah, that's really good. Like I've been relearning Adobe Premiere. I hate it. I hate and love Adobe Premiere. The new one makes no sense. They like took away a lot from like back in 2016 when I used to video edit.
That's interesting. Yeah, I use Film Noir for my video editing, which is fun to do.
That one's fun.
I like that. Like I paid for once, and I'm able to do a lot of things. It tries to update and try and do all this stuff for me, but I don't let it. Why can I not spin? Spin for me. What? Why is it not spinning? What do you mean it's not spinning? That's weird. Is it spinning for you?
It didn't show, but like let us. Might have to pull it up again. Oh. But yeah, like, and I've been relearning Photoshop, creating overlays, slapping together with assets, relearning 3D modeling. It's been fun.
All right, guys. Reload the stream and then try again.
I can hit the button for the spin. Like it does show for me.
What happens when you spin it? Can you hit it for me? Okay, cool. I wonder why you couldn't do it. That's so weird. Well, just in case, we'll just do another spin for you, just because.
What server am I in for 414? I don't remember. I keep messing up if it's Primal or Crystal, but I'm on Leviathan.
Wait, what does that say again?
Dragon?
Dragon these nuts! Oh
my god!
Oh snap! I freaking for all these years, I have been able to still do it. Still got that. Still got it. Still got it.
Look at this dude over here dabbing.
Dude, it's a dude. Again, never cringe. Never cringe. I know what you're talking about. Don't know what you guys talking about.
Yeah, I'm on Leviathan and I mostly tank. I'm that tank that pretends it's a DPS. It makes my healer die. My healer cries. I feel bad for my friends who get to heal me. They're like, why do you stand in everything? I have mitigation. That doesn't mean you stand in the giant circles. Don't stand in it with me.
Stand with me, then yeah, we good.
You'll be fine. I'll stand in every AoE just to piss you off. As long as we're not like trying to properly progress a dungeon. Like if I'm doing roulettes or whatever, that's fine. I'm in Siren. Well, the beauty of Endwalker is you can still visit people. I can pop in Siren if I needed to. You can. That's the beauty of Endwalker. You don't need the DLC to access that feature either.
I'm a Siren.
You can visit any world.
See.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think Siren's on. I don't remember what data center it's on. I'm either on Primal or Crystal, and I can't remember because they moved us around again.
I see. Cool. Any more questions? Do you have any questions for me?
What have you been up to lately?
Working.
Besides work. Yeah, okay.
We're working and streaming. That's pretty much it. Just working and streaming. I work a lot more lately because the holidays. I've been trying to earn extra months. But other than that, anything else would probably be that I've been slowly collecting a retro collection of GameCube, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. I've been having so much fun with it. It's so great. I've been having a great time. Right now, I'm just trying to collect as many of the physical games that I grew up with, because I heard earlier this year that by the year 2025, there'll only be 12% of PlayStation 2 games that I'll actually be able to get. So I want to get as many games as possible before they get harder to find. Too expensive. I think Primal. Hi, Ruthie. Hello. Ruthie is one of my favorite viewers lately. She's very new and she's very awesome. I don't see her.
Hello.
I don't see her as often, but she's still awesome. She's always a blast to see. Ruthie, this is the amazing person who has started it all. The reason why I'm doing the VTuber interviews in the first place was this amazing, lovely boy, lovely them,
Always me.
them. Yeah, I joined the school plays so I can been busy at night. Ah, I see. No worries. How do you like the school plays?
Theater that brings me back.
Theater. You guys are theater kids. I love it. You guys are always the coolest.
I was in like pretty much every art program you could think of.
Mm-hmm. I was a band kid, unfortunately.
I did band, jazz band, theater, art study, stuff like that.
Makes sense. Yeah, I did band. I wish I did sports. That's the one thing I regret from not doing is trying it as sports.
I tried sports. I was track.
Try
a little bit.
I can see that. I can see track. When you're converting to Final Fantasy 14. I see. Today was the late show, so I'm free now. Yay! I'm so happy for you being free. So do you have any questions for all of the guests? Where can people find you, by the way?
You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Twitch over. It's just Alkiril VT, which is they did tag me in the title of the stream. So all of that's literally where you can find me. Just on Twitter with that at, Twitch here, YouTube the same way because I got that fixed recently.
That's good. That's good.
And you might see me lurking around in Discords because I lurk everywhere.
Shucks. They look all over the place. They look. Cool.
And TikTok, but I just post chaos on there.
Post all the chaos. I post boring gaming news stuff, but I think it's fun. I have fun doing it.
Yeah, I enjoy seeing it come across my feed.
No. How are you liking my content? Am I getting better at like making the videos? I changed up the style a little bit recently.
Yeah, you're doing a lot better than it was.
Thank you.
A lot more better toning as well.
I appreciate. Thank you.
Gotta keep with those clickbait titles too.
I got it.
People won't touch anything.
Well, yeah, no, that's why I did.
That with my clips when I upload them, just so that.
Gotta
YouTube,
dude.
Like
you gotta get the clickbait. You gotta. Like, what was my more recent one? I haven't had time because I've been working so much, so I haven't had time to actually post anything lately. But PlayStation is being sued 7.9 billion, and you could have some of the money. What?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
What made this Call of Duty so bad? Why are anime games like Zenless Zone Zero getting nerfed? What?
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, that's always been such chaos. Every time they create a game, they're like,
nerf this, nerf that. What's the other one? How much would you pay to play Grand Theft Auto 6? Is they thinking about doing like a subscription-based system? Who are you gonna play?
Oh yeah, no one knows what they're doing for pricing. We all just know that they have been pretty much like really confident about it's either going to be subscription or they're going to do it's gonna be more than $70 is what a lot of people are
so we don't know exactly. That's the main thing. Is a lot of people were telling me like on comments like, oh, you were saying that they're not going to do subscription, they're not going to do that, and none of my videos are suggesting that I for surely know this kind of stuff. All my videos are designed to make conversations. That's how my videos are designed. So like I was told, and it was actually an official quote from them saying that video games should be priced by the amount of hours they bring, and that's what they said. So a lot of people are saying that, oh, it's going to end up being a subscription based model, or hey, this should be like $160 game, you know. They didn't say
It's
anything.
probably gonna be
specific.
$60 at least, or
$70
$70,
is
like the new price
it's
point.
100% going to be at least $70. Now, they're also probably going to be some kind of subscription-based model that's going to be tied to it for the
Yeah,
online.
probably for the DLC, or you just buy the DLC outright. Because a lot
Yeah.
of games are going that route where it's like, hey, buy the base game, join a subscription style Game Pass or whatever it is, Season Pass, and then
Thank
or
you,
you can
Azir.
buy outright.
Thank you for the happy anniversary. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with that. Like, we'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. Call of Duty. I mean,
Destiny.
no, especially Destiny. Like, but they have been kind of been shot down by a lot of the community outcry.
Yeah, because they fired the community.
But hey, next month, this upcoming week is going to be interesting because we're not only going to see the Game Awards, which is going to be interesting to see. I really hope Baldur's Gate 3 wins, but we'll see how that goes. And then we're going to probably see GTA 6 trailer, and it's probably like not coming out for another 3 more years. I'm like, oh, great, thanks.
Oh yeah, no, like I haven't played a GTA game since like the first, but I don't really care for them. They're okay.
But yeah,
it's just like,
well, I gotta go. My family would like me to have some foods with them, so I'll have to get some cooking done. But thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering all my questions, and thank you guys for coming to our 3-year anniversary. Let's make it to another 4-year anniversary, and let's get another good couple of years under our belts as content creation.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll come back in a year and see how well we're doing. Sounds good? Sounds like a deal?
Sounds like a deal.
Cool. Awesome. Well, hey, do you have someone you'd like to raid, or would you like me to choose someone?
Let me see. There's a few. Yeah, let me see if she's still going. She is. So this person I think you would also enjoy to
interview.
I'll send you their link.
Do it.
She's playing Amnesia.
Alright, I can definitely do it. Oh, hey, actually, I'm still friends with her. Actually, I've interviewed her before.
Oh, you did? Oh, well, she did recently update and change her model and stuff.
Well, if she ever want to come back on my show, she's more than welcome to. Good go. All right, well, hey, thank you guys so much for joining in. You guys are freaking amazing. Don't forget, Akira. Don't forget to follow this amazing boy, lady. They, them. I'm sorry. I've been messing up all day. I apologize.
He, they, them.
He, they, them. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Follow this amazing person. They're freaking awesome. They do amazing content. Definitely check them out. And if you haven't yet, you guys also can follow me. I do VTuber interviews each and every week. And you guys can watch a new VTuber and check them out. I actually have a new VTuber. A evil scientist lady is going to be this Friday. So we'll be checking that out. So stay tuned for that. Ooh. Stay tuned for that. Until then, I hope you guys all have a nice day. Thank you guys for joining in, and let's give a lovely, amazing raid shout out to our upcoming, what's her name? Sumire. Hey, cool, awesome. Well, let's go check her out and give them all the loves, all the respects. Till then, I hope you guys all have yourself a nice day. Don't leave the Discord yet, okay?
Why not?
Awesome. Hey, bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, everyone.